to share with you. And I want you to see these visuals. The West's romance with multicultural democratic constitutionalism is under attack. Millions of self-proclaimed nativist groups are hitting the streets from Australia in the southern hemisphere to Western Europe in the northern hemisphere. The theme is the same: reclaim the nation, keep out immigrants. Wrought changes to the constitution to make it legal to seal borders and refuse entry to even the most visibly persecuted refugee. Their antipathy is specially directed at Muslim immigrants from the south, which is code for those originating from North America, some Middle Eastern countries, and the subcontinent. The reason that is most often given is that Muslim immigrants don't integrate, but instead want to impose alien Sharia-derived mores on the host country. Most of these rallies are led by far-right parties and their leaders who are outright racist, white supremacists, some even neo-Nazis, but that doesn't mean that they are confined to the fringes of the polity. Viewers, what you're seeing in the middle of your screens show widespread participation of whites in the UK in these rallies that are being held by the fringe. Polls show that in most Western European countries, the far right riding on anti-immigration sentiment are finding takers for the highly polarizing rhetoric. In England, Reform UK, that is led by Nigel Farage, a champion of the MAGA movement in the US and close ally transatlantic of President Donald Trump, has made significant inroads into Parliament. But Farage's politics is still within the formal or mainstream framework of Britain's multi-party system. Given that Farage, who is a member of British Parliament, has worked across the aisles of Westminster, he is likely to work through Parliament to push his parochial nationalist brand of populism. But this is not true of more fringe figures like Tommy Robinson, Katie Hopkins, who organized this massive Reclaim UK rally, of which you are seeing in the middle of your screens. It happened in Australia, it has happened here, and these are the prime movers behind the Unite the Kingdom rally that was organized on Saturday and attended by 100,000 people, and that's a conservative estimate. Most speeches focused on recurring themes: British identity, Christian heritage, the damaging effects of Islam in Britain and Europe, unassimilated immigration, the scourge of pedophile Pakistani and Middle Eastern rape camps. The trouble with such a far-reaching and indiscriminate nativist stereotyping agenda is that it could direct derision or anger against all non-whites, especially South Asians, as a bloc, viewers. The average white Briton finds it very hard to distinguish between an Indian, Pakistani or other subcontinentals. Most often, even some Middle Eastern ethnicities are lumped with Asians. The generic term used in more blue-collar settings to describe those that appear to be Asian is a highly caustic, condemnable term, Pakis. So what is likely to happen now? There's little reason to be optimistic. Public concerns about mass immigration, long ignored, have peaked now to the point where most whites are no longer picky about who they're seen with, and they don't mind joining these kind of marches. The likes of Tommy Robinson are no longer pariahs. The genie's out of the bottle. No amount of liberal scorn directed to arouse shame among those flocking to the Robinson camp can reverse this inexorable slide into a monochromatic England. The once unthinkable alternative is now tolerable, viewers. Expect even Indians to be discriminated against, and that sets the stage for much greater social strife. These are worrying times, viewers. If your children are going to study there, if you yourself are going to holiday there, if you're going to work there, could be problems. And it doesn't mean that you don't have the visas. You will not be spared. Let me tell you, this is where England is going. This is where Australia is going. Beware. I leave it at this, The Vantage with Palki Sharma.